Hey everyone, welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're diving into something really fascinating that was just announced in early 2026. It's called the Clicks Communicator, and it's definitely turning some heads by going against the grain. We're going to do a full chapter-by-chapter review of this entirely new approach to mobile hardware.
Okay, let's get right into it. What exactly is this thing? Well, right off the bat, you need to know this isn't trying to replace your massive, ultra-powerful flagship smartphone. Not at all. It's designed by Clicks Technology as a low-distraction companion phone. Think of it as a purpose-built tool geared completely toward clear communication, rather than endless doom-scrolling on social media.
You know, I absolutely love this analogy from the Clicks marketing team. It perfectly hits the nail on the head. Just like a Kindle is hyper-focused on reading without the distraction of a million other apps popping up, the communicator is hyper-focused on messaging. It's meant to work right alongside your primary phone, giving you a dedicated space to just get things done.
So, to figure out if this niche device actually justifies its price tag, here's our agenda. We're going to review this chapter by chapter. Chapter 1 is the companion phone concept. Chapter 2 covers the design and physical keyboard. Chapter 3 is all about software and the message hub. Chapter 4 breaks down specs, cameras, and accessories. And Chapter 5 is our final verdict. Let's jump in.
Let's kick things off with Chapter 1, the companion phone concept, prioritizing focus over content consumption. What's really cool here is the pedigree behind the device. This is Clicks' massive leap from just making keyboard accessories to actually becoming a full-blown smartphone manufacturer. And they're co-founded by Michael Fisher. You probably know him as Mr. Mobile on YouTube. That brings a ton of enthusiast credibility to the table. They're aiming this squarely at minimalists, professionals, and definitely keyboard nostalgists who want a dedicated tool to complement their flagship devices. Moving right along to Chapter 2, Design and Physical Keyboard. Throwback dimensions meets modern materials. As you can see, the device features a really premium brushed aluminum chassis and side keys. It's got this incredibly solid modern feel in the hand, and it's paired with these gorgeous swappable back covers. So you aren't stuck with just one look forever. You can easily swap between sleek finishes like smoke, clover, and onyx. It's this awesome blend of old-school modularity and premium modern build quality. Now, for the size. Despite packing a really crisp 4.03-inch AMOLED display, it basically maintains throwback dimensions. It's just over 130 millimeters tall and weighs only 170 grams. That means it's actually going to disappear into your pocket, totally unlike the massive glass slabs we carry today. Just one quick heads up for the clumsy folks out there. There's no official water resistance rating, so maybe keep it away from the pool. But come on, let's talk about the absolute star of the show here, the physical QWERTY keyboard. Clicks actually brought in a designer from the original BlackBerry team for this. The whole goal was confident, tactile thumb typing. It really brings back that satisfying physical click that, honestly, a lot of us have been missing. And get this, it's not just a retro gimmick. The hardware is incredibly smart. The entire keyboard surface is capacitive. That means you can literally swipe your thumb across the physical keys to scroll through menus or read articles without ever having to reach up and smudge the screen. Plus, that nice wide spacebar, it secretly houses a fully functional fingerprint sensor. Now, reviewers do mention a 1 to 2 day learning curve to really master all the shortcuts, but once it clicks for you, your typing speed and navigation are going to skyrocket. All right, Chapter 3, Software and Message Hub, a task-first interface. This right here is the Message Hub, and it's the true heart of the user experience. It pulls all your notifications from all your different messaging apps, Slack, WhatsApp, Gmail, whatever, and consolidates them into an incredibly clean A to Z list right on your home screen. If you're getting some serious BlackBerry Bold nostalgia right now, that is 100% by design. It stops you from bouncing around between 5 different apps and just puts your actual conversations front and center. But don't worry, you're not sacrificing modern app compatibility to get this old school feel. This thing runs a fully certified version of Android 16 on a super stripped-down task-focused launcher based on Niagara. That means full access to the Google Play Store. It also packs some great physical hardware features, like a dedicated prompt key for instant voice-to-text and a Clicks key that you can map to your own custom shortcuts. Oh, and it uses Android Strongbox hardware security, so your data stays locked down tight. And I have to say, this next part is a massive win for anyone looking to buy in early. Clicks is promising software updates all the way through Android 20, plus a minimum of 5 years of security patches. That is huge. It shows they want this device to be a reliable, long-term workhorse for you, not just some trendy gadget that gets abandoned in a year. Which brings us to Chapter 4, Specs, Camera, and Accessories. Let's see what's under the hood. As you can see, you're getting some really solid internals here. It's running a 4nm MediaTek 5G processor paired with 8 gigs of RAM. You've got modern perks like 5G and incredibly fast Key 2 wireless charging, backed up by a surprisingly large 4,000 mAh battery. And in a move that will literally have audiophiles cheering, they actually brought back the 3.5mm headphone jack. And yes, a classic color-coded notification LED too. Now, to be completely fair, there is a trade-off here. While that 4,000 mAh battery and the 256 gigs of storage, which is expandable by the way, are fantastic, the camera system is definitely lower mid-range. You get a 50 megapixel rear sensor and a 24 megapixel front one. They'll handle your casual snaps and document scanning just fine, but there's no ultra-wide or telephoto lens. This really drives home the point that this is a communication tool first and definitely not a photography powerhouse. Clicks also announced an optional $79 Bluetooth power keyboard. This is a pretty wild concept. It pairs via Bluetooth to basically any device, features much larger keys than the built-in board, and packs its own 2,150 mAh battery, so it doubles as a power bank. It can even connect to 3 devices at once. Just keep in mind, reviewers note it adds about 180 grams of bulk, so it's probably best for users who truly need a heavy-duty typing setup when they travel. All right, bringing it all together in Chapter 5, the final verdict. Is it actually worth the investment? Let's quickly sum up the pros and cons. On the plus side, it's a beautifully built device that absolutely crushes its niche competitors when it comes to build quality and that promised software support. The physical keyboard and modern connectivity are huge selling points. But on the flip side, the smaller screen and that basic camera are compromises you just have to accept. There are also some lingering questions about how flawlessly every single third-party app is going to play with that message hub over the long haul. So what's the damage? The full retail price for the Clicks Communicator is set at $499. Though, if you're quick enough to grab an early bird reservation, that actually drops down to $399 and throws in 2 of those swappable back covers for free. Ultimately, who is this for? Well, if you're looking for that one single phone that does absolutely everything perfectly, this just isn't it. Heavy gamers and photography enthusiasts should definitely look elsewhere. But if you're a minimalist, a professional, or an ex-BlackBerry user looking for a dedicated secondary device to give you a low distraction workflow, this looks incredibly promising. General availability is expected later in 2026. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. In an era where our giant flagship screens are constantly demanding our undivided attention, does a $499 cure for modern smartphone distraction actually make sense for your workflow? It's a really fascinating question about how much we actually value our own focus. I can't wait to see how the market responds to this one. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.